In the current trend of international economic integrations and industrial revolutions for Vietnam is actively participating in the negotiations and signing of many important free trade agreements, FTA, with the major partners. However, besides the opportunities, the Vietnamese economy is facing many great challenges when it has to open the market for foreign goods to commitments to reduce and eliminate tariffs. Opening the market for foreign goods also appear to be the phenomenon of unfair competitions of foreign goods in the Vietnamese market, especially the low selling price causing the race damage to domestic businesses in the local market. With the above conditions, countries in the world, especially developed countries, have effectively used trade remedy tools such as anti-dumping, anti-subsidy, and trade remedies to protect their businesses against acts of unfair competitions of imported goods. Not beside of that tendency. So that's why today we will discuss some new trade restrictions in Vietnam. In order to do so, today I would want to talk about two measures that are applicable to some Vietnam trading partners, namely anti-dumping and anti-subsidy measures, as well as safeguard measures. On June 15, 2021, the Ministry of Industry and Trade issued new decisions on the applications of the official anti-dumping and anti-subsidy measure to sugar products originating from Thailand. The Ministry of Industry and Trade started investigating the case back then in September 2020 after apprising the dossier requesting the applications of anti-dumping and anti-subsidy measure by representatives of the domestic industry. The investigations process was carried out by the Ministry of Industry and Trade in accordance with the provisions of the World Trade Organizations, the law on foreign trade management and related regulations. On the basis of information of the domestic industry, the government of Thailand and related parties, the Ministry of Industry and Trade has carefully reviewed and evaluated the level of dumping and subsidies of Thai sugar products, damage to domestic manufacturing industry, as well as assessing socio-economic impacts, including the impacts on the downstream industry and consumer. The investigation results show that the sugar products imported from Thailand, including refined sugar and raw sugar, was subsidized and dumped at 47.64%. At the same time, the domestic sugar industry suffered the heavy losses reflected in factors such as a sharp increase in imported goods under the investigation, which have a price pressing effects and decrease the output capacity and sell volumes, market shares, revenue, as well as profits, etc. The main reason for the above situation is that the import of subsidized and dumped sugar from Thailand increased sharply in 2020 to nearly 1.3 million tons, up to 330% compared to 2019. So after considering all the factors influence into the domestic markets, the Ministry of Industry and Trade decided to impose the anti-dumping and anti-subsidized taxes on sugar products of Thai origin at 47.64%. These decisions on impositions of anti-dumping tax is valid for 5 years and can be reviewed in accordance with the law. So the next one, we will discuss about the safeguard measures. The safeguard measure is one of the trade remedies applied by the countries to the project domestic productions against the process of economic globalization. In particular, if anti-dumping measures and anti-subsidized measures are applied to act of the unfair competition with the aim of occupying market shares of the importing country, then such the safeguard measures are used to apply to the cases where the subsidized goods, when imported, cause substantial injury or threaten to the domestic industry. According to the statistics of the Ministry of Industry and Trade, from 2001 to 2019, Vietnam has investigated 6 cases of self-defense against products and goods imported from Vietnam. So now we will go to some of the products that applied the anti-dumping tax or safeguard tax. As you can see from the table, that's some decision from government made to apply measures to the numerous items. First of all, the FMSG, that's they applied the anti-dumping tax, and the tax rate varied from 2.9 million to 6.5 million per ton, and it will apply in China and Indonesia from March 2020. And the notes that the tax rate will vary depends on the countries and the companies. The second is a chemical fertilizer. It's applied for the safeguard tax and the tax rate 1 million per tons, and it applied for many countries and regions around the world, and also since March 2020, and it will be valid until September 2022. The plastic and SP plastic will be applied the anti-dumping tax with a rate from 10.9% to 43% in China, Thailand, and Malaysia since March 2020. And the rate will also change, depends on the countries and the companies. The next products we will go discuss is the yarn made of the polyester. It's also applied by the anti-dumping tax, and the tax rates from 3% to 54%. In China, Chinese companies, Indian companies, and Indonesian corporations since 2021, and it will last until October 2026. Chairs and tables applies for anti-dumping tax. It varies from 21% to 35% for Chinese companies and Malaysian companies since September 2021, and the rates will also change depends on the countries. And the last product is steel pipe and wire. Is applied for additional imported tax, range from 6.4% to 9.4%, and is used for many countries and regions around the world and valid until March 2023. So thank you for listening. I hope that you have the whole pictures about the new trade restrictions in Vietnam. Thank you and hope you have a nice day.